Yes, people. Welcome to Saeed TV and welcome back to another video. Alex, it's good to have you back from Blaugrana Planet. How are you first and foremost? Are you good?
Very well, thank you. Thank you, Said, for the invitation once again. Pleasure
Yeah.
to talk with your community. Great community you got going here. Man United
Absolutely.
is set for a great season. I think now with Ten Hag, I'm seeing very good things. Kind of similar to the Barca style, you know. So
Yeah.
looking good, guys, looking good.
Looking good, man. Looking good. But what's not looking good is the De Jong situation. I always think every time, we have this chat, maybe we're gonna talk like we always say deal agreed. Well, it is agreed actually, but in terms of like done deal, let's talk about the aspects of what De Jong can give us. But I mean, we're here
Right.
still. When was the last time we did the video? When was the first time we did the video? The first ever video?
I'd say about a month ago,
Yeah, it
maybe a
was.
bit more. Yeah. So it's been going for a while. We know it's been going for a while. The club has already agreed. The clubs have already agreed. We know this. It's
Yeah.
old information,
Hmm.
and the players still yet to be convinced. I think it's still possible. It's still possible, but very very hard. I mean, the player wants to stay. Looking at the new signings, the new incorporations that we have going on in Barcelona, I think it's kind of obvious that any player will want to come or want to stay, right? But there is an overbooking in the midfield. We know that looking at Barcelona, we also produce a lot of midfielders. Always, we have produced great midfielders. We have Pedri, we have Gavi, we have Nico. Now we signed Pablo Torre. We also signed Kessie. There is an overbooking there in the midfield, and we could easily sell Frenkie de Jong. To be honest, I think it would be a great oxygen for our financial fair play. Okay, I think this is important. You guys know Barcelona was kind of broke, I'd say 3 months ago, but
Yeah.
Barcelona, the president, Joan Laporta, was working on several economic levers in order to reinforce the economics of the club and get back to where it deserves, so we could make signings and not end up like Arsenal, for example, like downgrade ourselves. We're not going to do that. And therefore, these economic levers, we had up to five. We had up to five planned, ready to go. Did we trigger all five? No. We literally triggered just one.
That's one.
And,
Yeah, yeah.
and we're going to trigger a second one now, basically selling percentages of our TV rights. So for 25 years. And this is generating great income for the club. And this means that we can make signings. We can make signings. Now the question is for you guys, what will happen with Frenkie de Jong? As we said, it's a player that we can get rid of. This one player and get 80 million euros, 85 million euros, right? Basically, right now, we would need to sell the player if we don't execute the second economic lever. But we're about to sign Koundé. We're looking to sign another defender, Koundé or somebody else. Therefore, if we sign that defender, we're going to have to pull another lever or sell Frenkie de Jong. Therefore, there's a little chance over there still.
This is the situation. A lot of people are saying Frenkie de Jong. A lot of journalists are coming out saying Frenkie de Jong doesn't want to go to Man United. He's almost kind of like saying, I don't want to. But I believe there's been money owed to Frenkie de Jong, which were part of a wage deduction. And then later on, he'd be paid. Which of the two is correct? Like in terms of, does he actually want to go?
I mean, he wants to stay, right? He likes the project. He likes the city. The girlfriend also. His girlfriend likes the
I heard about that
city.
today.
Has a great influence on the player, and the girlfriend wants to stay. She's setting up the business over here, and the thing is that Frenkie always loved Barcelona, right? Now he arrived and we were struggling. Frenkie de Jong has been here for a couple seasons now, and we weren't any good in these 2 seasons. So he's left with a bitter taste, and he wants more. Right now that we have a crazy transfer window going on, getting rid of Frenkie de Jong for him would be a heartbreak. It's completely his decision.
Yeah, it
because
is.
it's his decision now.
Yeah.
It's his decision now. Therefore, we have an agreement already with Man United, and you guys need to convince the player. How? obviously Ten Hag should be leading this agreement or this talks with the player, and also try to improve the financials, right? The salaries. Take into account there is the deferment that you talked about, Said. This deferment, right? This deferment, if he goes to Manchester United, I believe, I'm not an economist, I don't see the contracts. These contracts are private, right? But you get leakages, right? I believe that even if he leaves, we're going to have to pay part of this deferment because it's money that we owe him from last season. So, it's not like, oh, you're leaving there, then I'm not going to pay. No, you're going to get paid anyways. But it is true that there, in Bartomeu's contract, which is the former president of Barcelona, this guy was crazy on the contracts, giving people crazy contracts. Frenkie de Jong is on a Bartomeu contract right now. These contracts were increasing year by year. Therefore, this year, you not only have the deferment from last year adding on, but you also have an increase, a salary increase, a dramatic salary increase. Therefore, they are talking about 19 million euro after tax. Before tax. So tax is 50%, right? So therefore, you make the math. Therefore, that's the thing. Barcelona are going to have to pay 19 million euro, and the player will get half of it pretty much, right? But Barcelona are going to have to pay the 19 million euro a season for Frenkie de Jong. Therefore, if we get rid of the player, we would still pay the deferment. I think it's around 3 or 4 million. But then you have to pay a salary increase, which is around the same number. So we would be saving these 3-4 million euros, which are, 3-5 million euro right now are very well needed.
Barcelona, yeah, definitely. Yeah. But the thing is, here, Alex, why isn't the Spanish media talking about this? I don't see the Spanish media discussing this. Is that true? Why we're not discussing the money being paid? Is that what the problem is? Like, let's be blunt.
What you mean the money not being paid? I mean, they're not talking about it because it's the decision of the player, and the player has made it clear right now. So what you guys need pretty much is to try to turn the decision around from the player. And I understand that you guys need to work on a strategy in order to convince the player. Maybe bring a friend of his to the team. De Ligt was a good option. Now he's gone to Bayern,
Yeah.
Maybe, rejoining De Ligt with Ten Hag and Frenkie, that would have been a great strategy. Now, or you guys dramatically improve the economical offer. But I don't think that Frenkie de Jong is going to be moved by the money. I just don't believe it. I see the guy as a clear spirit. This man is humble. He's not going to take a huge pay cut for passion. A huge pay cut. He could take a pay cut for passion, right? But not a huge dramatical pay cut. And he's not going to leave. He's not going to move because they pay him double, right? You could go to, I don't know, Qatar, China. There's countries where they pay you. Saudi Arabia now, they're paying apparently incredible amounts of money to go play to the Saudi Arabian League, which, it's not as competitive as the Premier League or the Spanish League. It's clear.
It's a very confusing thing, IQ says as Barcelona agreed to sell him, they found a fee.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why it's very, very strange, this deal, because you normally agree to deal with the clubs. De Jong probably hears about it. He thinks, all right, cool. But then he still is not going to move until either he gets his own wages, or the other side of the argument is you have to sometimes, not saying believe it, but maybe he does want to stay. But then I'm also thinking, if he had his wages, do you think he would have left by now if he had the money be given to him? Do you reckon he would have left by now?
No, I don't think it's about the money for him. I don't think it's about the money. I see the question from Adewale. I'm sorry for the pronunciation, in Spanish. So he says, so what if De Jong stays at Barca? Can you still register the player? So the player is registered, right? Because he's already he's on a contract, the valid contract already going on. And the problem would be, can we register Kessie, Christiansen? Can we register Lewandowski? Can we register Rafinha? That's the question. And as I was saying, we need to pull the second economic lever for sure. It needs to be triggered this week, or next week. But we're chasing Koundé. We're chasing Koundé. But the thing is that in order to register these players that I just mentioned, if we don't trigger the third economic lever, which would be selling part of Barca Studios, which is like a multimedia company that we own, where we make documentaries about the club, and stuff like that, like a Netflix for Barcelona.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So we own this thing, and we could be selling 49% of this company, of this part of the business. It's called Barca Studios, and get around 200 million euro. If we do that, then we will be able to register all these players, and not sell Frenkie de Jong, and we wouldn't need to sell Frenkie.
How much is that worth? The last bit of you sold the first bit of
right. So we sold 10%. Right, we sold 10% of the TV rights. Selling 10% of the TV rights gave us around 230 million euro. Okay, now we're gonna sell 15%. On top of these 10%. So it's going to be 25 in total. This 15% is going to give us 340 million euro approximately. Right. But careful, because this money cannot be redirected into transfers.
Right?
It's only a part of it. And if we sell Barca Studios, we will get 200 million euros. Again, we're not selling the whole thing. We're selling 49% of the shares, which is 49%, and we will be getting 200 million euros. And 200, only 50% of this 200 will be allocated into signings or the financial fair play, right? Therefore, if we do these three economical levers, we will be able to register all the players, have no problem. Obviously, we need to get rid of players. Maybe instead of Frenkie de Jong, we can give you Abde or Mingueza, what about these players? You don't like this guy? Braithwaite?
Stop.
You know Braithwaite?
Frenkie de Jong, and because if you look at midfield, we're missing. That's a missing piece right now. We need that holding midfield role that Ten Hag likes in his system, and for us, it's the missing piece. This is why it's so important, and this is my problem. This is my worry. If we don't get Frenkie de Jong, you're looking at a Neves, you're looking at a player not of de Jong's quality. And that's why I'm just kind of like, what's holding up the deal? Why can't Barcelona pay him his money that he's owed and then let him go? That's what most Man United fans, that's what they believe. They believe what's holding up the deal is Barcelona and not giving the money owed to Frenkie de Jong.
No, forget about that. That's not. I mean, look, Frenkie de Jong agreed to deferring the salary. He agreed. Therefore, it's written on a contract, probably. It's written down. They both agree. Both parties agreed. He's going to get the money, probably in installments throughout the year. And it's not affecting the transfer. What is affecting the transfer is the players' will to stay and or to decide to leave. That's what affecting the transfer, because there is a deal between the clubs. And the money that we owe him, we were going to pay him regardless he stays or he leaves. Obviously, we wouldn't pay the salary of this year if he leaves. That's for sure. That's clear. Yeah. But you guys would take care of that. But again, it's all about the players. Therefore, you guys need to create a strategy in order to attract Frenkie to Manchester United. Maybe you already have this Van de Beek, right? Van de Beek. How do you pronounce it there?
Van de Beek, yeah.
Van de Beek. You already have Van de Beek.
I get this one, but Van de Beek, he doesn't play the role of Frenkie de Jong, and that's the issue. I think we need both. Sometimes you need both. Sometimes you need an Iniesta and you need a Xavi. Without both of them, you don't have the dynamic duo. Ali Mohammed is saying here, what's the relationship between Xavi and Frenkie? He was getting substituted last season and getting angry.
That happened once? That happened once. But,
yeah,
it's not like getting angry to the coach. I guess Frenkie was angry to himself, his performance, to be honest. And we spoke about it in other videos between me and you. Frenkie de Jong hasn't exploded in Barcelona. Frenkie de Jong is possibly one of the best midfielders in the world right now. He hasn't exploded in Barcelona. He's not the same that he was playing in Ajax. There's still something there. There's still something there that needs to be exploited. Can he do it in Barcelona? We still don't know. The problem that we have is that he might devalue. He might become less worthy. What's the word? he will devalue. He will devalue.
Devalue, yeah, you devalue,
Right,
yeah.
he will devalue. If he stays in Barcelona one more year and then he doesn't perform as good, there's other players that are like, getting the position. Gavi, 17-year-old, man. This guy is explosive. All right, let's see. What does United Telida says?
It's the right player. Blau Planet guy is the right player, wants to stay at Barcelona, just got to push out more. The problem is with us, though, this is why we're having this chat, and this is why it's good to hear from, an actual fan, is that, if Barcelona are in a comfortable situation where they're waiting for the money when they sell the TV rights, the player just want to stay, they could essentially buy their time. Would you say there's any kind of blackmailing involved in this, in terms of emotionally blackmailing Frenkie de Jong into a situation? Would you kind of like say categorically no, like the club are working with Frenkie de Jong to make a situation, or is it that Frenkie de Jong is really angry and he wants the situation to kind of like make it like make sense, like he wants to know what's going on, just for the people that to understand.
No, I give you my thesis, right? The way I see it. Look, Barcelona understand they might need to sell somebody because look, we have a lot of deadwood. With all my respects to Braithwaite and Minguezas and all these people, we have deadwood players, okay? Players that nobody wants. They are incredible wages and they're very hard to get rid of. Instead, Frenkie de Jong, you can get rid of the man, okay? You can get rid of him for 80 million euro. People want him. There is a market. It's easy player to sell. It's an easy player to sell. Now, the player doesn't want to leave. And there is blackmailing. No, there is the press, the media outlets. They're creating all this pressure, right? And they are creating all these rumors, which some of them might not be true. I'm not the one to say what is true and what is not. But what is a fact is that Joan Laporta himself, the president of Football Club Barcelona, has denied some of these rumors, right? There was a rumor saying that we told Frenkie de Jong that he has to leave, like, in the next week. That was fake. He denied it himself, Joan Laporta. He is a player of Football Club Barcelona. We respect his intentions of staying, and we're not looking to push anybody out. Xavi counts on Frenkie de Jong. And there's speculations. Maybe one day Frenkie was angry while he being subbed. But still, Xavi knows what he wants. And he wants to keep Frenkie de Jong. Even if we said that if we sell Frenkie de Jong, we should get Bernardo Silva. And I even think that Bernardo Silva is, I like Bernardo Silva better than Frenkie de Jong. Yeah. It fits better for our style of play. Frenkie de Jong organizing the game. He can push the ball forward, but he's not so offensive. Bernardo Silva has that offensive flair that we're looking for, And even though he's 2 years older, Bernardo Silva is 27, Frenkie de Jong is 25. We're scared. The fans were scared that he devalues because we're selling parts of the business and we're getting money, but we're selling parts of the business, which means that possibly we're not going to get as much income from these businesses, right? In the near future. So we're making a very strong bet right now. The bet needs to work, right? The bet needs to work. Obviously, selling Frenkie de Jong will give us some air and some margin of error. That's why there is already an agreement between the clubs. Because if we are 10 days, there's only 10 days remaining on the transfer market, imagine. And the club hasn't pulled this third economic lever because they're saying, look, we can maybe sell Mingueza and Braithwaite here and there. And if we do that, we don't need to pull this third economic lever.
Maybe, do you think he's in a stronger position, Barcelona, Frenkie de Jong, if he does get his money and he stays? Is that the hopeful outcome for him, that he gets his money that he's owned and then he also wants to stay? Is that because two things can be true at the same time? A lot of people need to understand that. Maybe he actually does want to stay, and then he can also get. Do you think that's the sense there, that once he gets his money,
he's gonna get the money? He's gonna get the money regardless of he stays or he leaves, and he wants to stay. Therefore, guys, it's all on the will of the player to change his mind. At the end of the day, the money is not an issue. There's already an agreement between the clubs. The only chance that you guys have is that in the last days of the transfer market, if we haven't pulled this third economic lever and we have signed Koundé, therefore we are like, whoa, we need to close the financial fair play situation. We need to fix our economics, otherwise we won't be able to register Koundé, right? Or any other signing, because if we don't sign Koundé, we're going to sign somebody else, right? Chelsea's after him. There's a bidding war. Maybe we don't want to enter this bidding war, So we will see. Koundé is another story. You guys can check out the videos I made on Koundé. I talk about I made a comparison between Chelsea, Barcelona, the will of the player, etc. Player wants to come to Barcelona. Anyways, we're talking about Frenkie here. So Frenkie de Jong, there's a chance. The chance is that in the last days of the transfer market, we don't want to pull this third lever because it's selling part of the business forever, even though there's a buyback, because we're very close. We're very close to fixing the economicals. But then also you can get rid of Frenkie de Jong and not sell part of a business, but sell a player, which is also a big expense, 19 million euro before tax for the year. And that will help us a lot. And believe me, I'd rather sell Frenkie de Jong than sell 49% of the Barca studios.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Above a player, yeah, absolutely.
The problem is the will of the player. If the player wants to stay, I cannot force the guy to sign any contract to leave. I mean, I guess I could apply some pressure and tell him, look, listen, but imagine how Frenkie would feel if we are pressuring him to leave because we cannot register somebody that just arrived. He wouldn't feel good. And I don't think that's the philosophy of Barcelona. I don't think we will do that. But it can happen.
It
can happen.
Yeah,
it can happen because anything can happen. And Barcelona right now, we're in a delicate situation. Selling parts of the businesses.
It seems all rosy though. Let's be honest. You're buying players. It seems as if the problems are Laporta has kept it well. He's buying players that he's wanted. It seems like Barcelona are running like normal, even though
we're getting tons of money. That's the thing. We're getting tons of money, but yet we are putting ourselves in a difficult situation because we need to be successful now. If we are not successful, then the debt is going to be higher, I'd say, or the revenues are not going to be the same. Right? The revenues are not going to be the same. Therefore, how much? What's the difference? Well, I don't know, right? We'll have to see. But certainly, you're losing a chunk of the revenue from the TV rights.
Yeah,
that must be a lot of money.
The more this drags, obviously Chelsea are rumored to be involved now in the deal. They're looking to maybe kind of pounce in there. Is it a case of a chance for all? Like if Chelsea come in and come in for De Jong, will Barcelona kind of like go in and say, you know what? Yeah, you could agree to deal with the player as well. Like, is there a case that Chelsea might come in as well for De Jong?
I think it can happen, and you know what? It might even favor you guys. It might even favor you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might even favor you because at the point, imagine now Chelsea start working on Frenkie de Jong, which there's rumors, right? Imagine they start, contacting the player, trying to convince him to leave the club. If they just convince him to leave the club, that's already a win for you.
Yeah,
it's a win because then he's like, oh, okay, I'm open to leave. Now I'll think about Chelsea or Manchester United. Then you guys can enter a bidding war between you and Chelsea and try to convince him. What's the most attractive for Chelsea is just that they're in the Champions League right now.
But, it's a big thing, though. We don't know when we're going to get back in the Champions League. We try to hope to get, but it's tough, man. Premier League is tough.
But you might have Ten Hag, which is he speaks the language. He speaks the same kind of system. Everything is going to fit into place there in Manchester United. I think Chelsea, they're just in the Champions League. That's it. But you're not signing for one season here. You're signing for 4 or 5 seasons, right?
Yeah, 4 or 5 seasons.
You have to think in that sense. You guys have to play your cards well, and it could be, it could happen. It could happen. It's not lost yet, but it's certainly, I'd say 90% is not gonna come. He's not gonna leave. Things can change.
Absolutely. Guys, make sure you like the video, people. You know what I mean? There's nearly 500 of you watching. Make sure you keep liking the video. Make sure you subscribe to Blaugrana Planet. Link is in the title. What's the next stages for this? Because you're in preseason now. You played last night. Frankie de Jong played in a back three.
Right.
What's the next situation now? How long are you guys on tour? Because I feel like while he's on tour, I don't see a player going back. I just personally, it's not the way I think it would happen. It would happen maybe when he came back to Barcelona, and then maybe a situation there. What's the situation now? You're on tour till how long now?
So we're gonna be on tour until the beginning of August, right?
Wow.
So the 7th of August, it's like the last preseason game. We're playing at home. It's like our trophy, it's called Camper Trophy.
Oh yeah, against
And
Man City. Yeah.
no, the Man City one is actually, I don't have it recorded. The Man City one is gonna be the 24th of August, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be already with the league started, because La Liga starts the 13th of August for Barcelona.
Okay.
Therefore, that's gonna be in between. It's gonna be
Yeah. Because we
it's a
start
bit
the
too
season.
forced.
Yeah.
So the season is already gonna be started. Therefore, the team has to be completed at, say, minimum a week before the season starts. When is that? Well, the first week of August. First week of August. I'd say maybe
So you're
7th
trying to
of
say
August.
basically, if this deal isn't done by the first week of August, it looks
And
unlikely.
it looks like, guys, it's not gonna happen. Therefore, literally, guys, you have 10 days, 11 days.
10 days,
11
Oh my
days. Now,
God.
I'd say 11 days, because I believe that's going to be even sooner. I think that's the 1st of August. Things could still change a little bit, but you guys, if you haven't done
There's
the
a lot.
right
There's a lot to sort out, isn't there? There's a lot of. I wouldn't say politics here, but there's a lot to sort out. When you look at it, the money situation. If Frankie de Jong doesn't want to leave, and then it's like a case of, personal terms, because I don't think personal terms have been agreed. I think the actual agreement between the both clubs have been agreed, but personal terms that have to be agreed. There's a lot to do, and that's why for me it's a bit of a worry. Other fans can say, you know what, I don't care. He's coming. My thing is, if we don't have a plan B, this looks like a mess, because we've been chasing a player all summer and you didn't do it. You know what I mean? How embarrassed would you be? Have you had a player where you wanted him all summer, you didn't get him? Do you recollect a moment in Barcelona history? Obviously, you've got most of them.
Probably. I mean, this season has been pretty good for us. I mean, we chased the player, we got him, and
Yeah.
always with the lowest economical conditions, and always, just because we are Barca, the people are coming to our club. The problem with you guys is that you need a plan B. You probably have a plan B. Maybe it hasn't been leaked yet. You must have a plan B. I mean,
No, but
you're
the
getting
problem
a constant no's from the player.
the
Getting
plan B
constant no's.
isn't
Yeah.
good for the plan B isn't better than the plan A, and
I mean,
the
yeah, of
plan
course.
B.
That's why it's plan B. But
No,
but
but
who
not
is the
also.
plan B?
But
Who is the
the
plan
thing
B?
is, though, it's almost as if I like the plan B, but I don't like the option of the plan B. It's Neves. It's I don't know. It's not De Jong. De Jong is a luxury player. You might not. He's not played the best in what you do, but for us, he will be because we haven't had a great midfielder since, I would say, Michael Carrick was the last, you would say, successful midfielder. Obviously, we
That's
had
a
Paul
while ago,
Pogba,
yeah.
we had some other players, but
Right.
actual player who was successful. I think De Jong could be a successful midfielder for Man United. I genuinely do.
To be honest, I see a lot of success in Frenkie de Jong in Man United. A lot of
There you
success
go.
for Frenkie de Jong in the Premier League overall, but I think Man United fits it nicely for him. And
Yeah,
now that he has Ten Hag over there, you guys are going to change your style of play in a radical way. And
yeah,
just by seeing this trophy that you guys played, that you destroyed Liverpool,
yeah.
right? I mean, you could see there that something is brewing. Ten Hag knows what he's doing, and things are going to work. If you add Frankie de Jong to that mix, it's going to be explosive for sure. Because the Premier League is fast paced, up and down, and Frankie de Jong is going to feel like a fish in the water.
But
Take
you guys
Ricky
are
Puig.
doing well,
Take
man.
Ricky Puig. Get
Yeah.
Ricky Puig, man. Yeah, this guy. Okay, this guy is probably Frankie de Jong. Frankie the Goat. He's probably from my channel. Because I
Yeah,
shared it on my stories, so people
big
here
up
watch.
to him, man. Big up. Make
Yeah,
sure you
big
subscribe
up
to the
Frankie
channel.
the Goat. Big up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you man should consider Ricky Puig. Is similar to Frankie. Obviously, he's missing the physical side. He's like a little kid, 160, 1 meter 60.
Yeah.
And this man is like, honestly, like a 10-year-old kid. But you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
should think he has skill. He has the Barca skill in him.
Mm.
Problem
Uh,
is not physical.
But yeah, but you guys are doing well. You know what I mean? You've got good players in your
You
club
need
now.
look,
Lewandowski.
if you get, yeah, no, I mean, right now, dude. Look, you guys hate Chelsea or no? Does Man you hate
Yeah.
Chelsea? Yeah.
I hate
Look,
Chelsea, yeah.
look, we destroyed Chelsea in the transfer market. We haven't done any. We were late always with our bids, and they were always accepted. Man, Chelsea has gotten nothing, guys. Zero. They got
Well,
nothing.
we
They
have
got
to
zero.
wait though. Kunde might maybe.
Kunde, watch Kunde, watch Kunde. What's gonna happen? Man? Whoop, you're gonna go here and then up, you're gonna come to our
You think
side, man.
so?
I think so, yeah, man. He wants Barcelona. Xavi has been talking with Kunde for a while.
Mm.
The only problem is that Sevilla would want to sell Kunde to Chelsea
Yeah.
because Kunde is a big prospect, and selling him to your competitor in La Liga, well, isn't the smartest thing. But at the end of the day, the player decides.
Mm.
The player
Yeah. He
decides
plays.
because
Yeah.
we have good relationship with Sevilla. Always had good relationship with Sevilla. They would want maybe Abde, which is a winger that we have coming from La Masia, really nice, and they would want him maybe for 10 million euro. We can price him. We also have Memphis Depay. You guys know Memphis.
Yeah. He's an option. He's an option for many clubs. Is he? Is he now like they're looking for? How much are you looking for him?
I
Memphis
give
Depay?
you give me 20, you get him right away.
Yeah.
What do you think? You like him, man? 20, man.
I'll
Come
be
on,
honest with
let's do the
you.
deal.
I wouldn't mind him, but again, right now, I can't lie to you. He's one of them. Like he would be almost like second, third choice. You know what I mean? You almost. I wouldn't say you're scraping the barrel, but I don't know, man. It's one of those situations where he doesn't coming back to the club as well. Would he have the same impact? I'm not sure, but he would be someone that if Ronaldo does leave, I think you never know, man, because he's nobody wants Ronaldo at the minute. I don't know what's going on.
This is hilarious, man. The fact that nobody wants Ronaldo is just priceless, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
nobody wants the man. Nobody, dude.
You know when
Nobody.
you were
Not
linked
even,
to
not
Ronaldo,
even Sporting guy. Not even Sporting from Lisboa or the Portuguese Sporting. Not even them. They want him.
would you have taken Ronaldo if Laporte took
No
him?
way, man. No way, man. Zero. This guy is overrated, man. Overrated. So
Nah,
tapping master. The tapping master.
nah, man.
The
Come on.
tapping master.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
man.
respect the goat, man. Respect the goat, man.
Okay.
Messi
Yeah, I
can only
respect
dream.
Messi. Look. There's a picture here. Signed by Messi. There's a shirt there signed by all the players. There's the bracelet here. You won't see it, but bracelet signed by Iniesta, Messi. Dude, I have shirts dedicated. Man, I respect the GOAT. The
Yeah.
real GOAT. The only
Are you
GOAT.
trying to sell Ronaldo? Listen, I just want to know what's going on, man, because our club is at the minute. We need to find out a situation because Ronaldo wants to leave. You know what I mean? But just in terms of the actual Ten Hag, do you think with the players, if he doesn't get Frenkie de Jong, do you think he will struggle, or do you think he needs a player like Frenkie de Jong to come in and help his midfield? Because we have McTominay, Fred, not great midfield. Pogba left. It's not great the midfield.
Who are you talking about? Cristiano Ronaldo?
No,
Cristiano
no,
Ronaldo
just in
leaving?
general, like the midfield. If
Oh,
you don't get it,
I mean, I don't really know your midfield. Tell me who are your midfielders, man.
well, McTominay who plays for
McTominay,
Scotland.
I've never seen this guy play, to be honest, man. Who's
No,
McTominay?
to be honest,
I'm
he doesn't
sorry, bro.
play.
I'm sorry, man. Who's
He
McTominay?
plays
I
like he
don't know
doesn't
the guy,
play.
man. I know Maguire, man. This guy is on the memes every day.
Yeah, Maguire.
Ah,
Yeah,
it's funny, but no, but I know that you guys have a strong forward, right? Who's your forwards? You have Sancho,
yeah. Sancho, Rashford, Martial.
and you add Memphis Depay in there, man. It's best
Yeah,
combo, bro. Best combo.
Martial in last season when he was in the La Liga, a lot of people said he had a lot of injuries, but did he look good to you when you seen him?
I liked him, man. He was, Sevilla don't sign. They sign these people. They sign good things. They sign good players.
Yeah,
They make good choices, like really good choices. Man, look at them. They got Koundé when he was worth nothing. Sevilla has the best sport director in the world for me. His name is Monchi.
Monchi.
This guy is absolute master, and every player that he signs, like his value multiplies by 3 at least. So yeah, you should have swapped Pogba for De Jong. Nah, man, not interested, bro.
Nah, man, they don't do that kind of stuff, man. You know what I
We
mean?
give you Neto. What do you think about the goalkeeper Neto? He was
Nah,
a starter for Valencia. Maybe you get rid of all these
I would have taken
crappy.
Dembele, but Dembele he signed a new deal now. You know what I mean?
Dembele. Yeah, we sell you Dembele for 50 million. What do you think?
You know what? I think for me with Dembele, you know what I mean? I think it's a clean slate now. But it was 2-year deal now. You know what I mean? So we have to see some stuff.
Yeah.
But your attack force now is unbelievable. Rafinha,
Right, man. I mean, dude, we just signed
Lewandowski. Oh
Lewandowski,
my,
bro. This man
Lewandowski.
scores 40 to 50 goals per year. 40 to 50 goals. We secured 40 to 50 goals. Add Rafinha into the mix. Add Ansu Fati, now he's healthy. This man is an incredible prospect. Ferran Torres. Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Aubameyang. Golden Boot in Germany and in the UK. Aubameyang is in the club. And you have Memphis Depay there, he doesn't fit. And you have
Can you do anything in the
man.
Champions League? Are you like now look at Champions League thinking,
man, I'm gonna go to the bookies after this and I'm gonna make a bet, bro. I'm gonna bet on we're gonna win La Liga, the Champions League. It's a bit too early. And we're gonna win El Clasico now that we're playing on Sunday. Barca Madrid on Sunday. Man, it's at 5 a.m. These people put it at 5 a.m. Spanish time because it's played in Miami.
El Clasico?
Yeah, El Clasico.
For the Super Cup?
No, it's a friendly one. It's like
okay.
You know, in Miami there's a lot of pool. There's a lot of pool for Barca. There's a lot of Latinos. They like La Liga and stuff. You know, they're gonna play.
Yeah.
And there's El Clasico now on Sunday, man. In 4 days.
Wow.
It's played at 5 a.m. I'm gonna have to wake up early and watch it, or stay up all night making
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. I think just one last question for you. Barca have an attack but no defense. You're gonna get Azpilicueta and Alonso. Are they two coming or
they're talking about it? We will see. Look, our defense right now is you have Jordi Alba, 33 years old, one of the best left backs in the world. The thing is that he's very irregular because he's getting old. It's normal. Now we have a substitute. His substitute would be a kid. His name is Alejandro Valde.
Yeah.
Okay, he's coming from last year. This guy is an incredible prospect, but he's too young. He's, I think, 19 years old. He's a baby, basically. Then in the center back positions, you have Piqué, getting older as well. You know, broke up with Shakira. You know, maybe his mental health. I don't know where he is. Christensen, okay. You have Umtiti, which by the way fits in Manchester United. A replacement. Look, Umtiti is better than Maguire, bro. You can put Umtiti instead of Maguire, man. For free. Umtiti is for free. It's coming in for free.
Nah, he's injury prone. That's the only problem. He's injury
prone, man. This guy can play 3 games and then you sub him for a game and then he plays all the 3 games.
We'll take who's the other guy that you have in defense?
To be fair, Araujo?
Nah, that's the one. Araujo.
No.
I will take Araujo. That one there. I'm telling you.
No way.
Him and Martinez. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
No,
but listen,
for us, it's going to be Araujo and Koundé. That would be incredible, man. 10 years. For the next 10 years, Araujo, Koundé.
Scary, man. Scary thought, man. Absolute scary thought, man.
I hope.
But,
Pedri, Gavi, man, we're building a team, bro. We're building.
Listen, you are, man. I don't know how you're getting the money, but listen, you tell me all this, but every time I just think, damn, man, they were in trouble like a month ago, and how did they do it? But listen, when they say, man, you know what I mean, the Laporta is doing a madness job, man.
Look, listen, I'm a big Laporta believer. I've always been. The thing is that I'm 29 years old, right? When I started understanding what football is, about 5 years old. We were in the mud. We had Kluivert, we had Van Gaal, we won 1 Champions League in our history, etc. We were crap, and I was still a fan. But then Laporta arrived. He hired Guardiola when Guardiola only coached a 3rd division team.
Yeah,
he had 0 experience in La Liga, 0 experience in Champions League, 0 experience in 1st division football. Hired Guardiola. The first season of Guardiola, we win the sextuple. That we win every single title that you can win. Imagine Laporta. This was Laporta's first mandate. Then I started loving Laporta. Everything went well. Laporta left. The club went to nothing, to shambles, man, like to ashes. And then Laporta's coming back now, and we're going back up now. I'm a big Laporta fan, man. Laporta is the daddy, dude. Laporta is the real daddy.
Listen, he's the one that's, you know what I mean, just doing this craziness, man, at Barcelona. So you have to thank him either way. But just a last question before you go. I'm going to keep carrying on. But De Jong to Man United, give me a percentage. It happens.
Say right now, 7.5%. It diminished, man. It diminished, man. Every minute that goes by, it diminishes, bro. I swear. I'm sorry, man. I swear it's like that.
Listen,
I'd say 9.5. Let's go. I'll give you 9.8. 9.8. In the next hour is gonna go down to 9.7.
Yeah. We'll see.
No,
Let's
every day, 1% goes down. I'll tell you that. Or 0.5% goes down.
We'll see, man. But listen, Alex, it's been a pleasure, man. I'm going to carry on, but thanks for coming on, man. And make sure, people, you subscribe to his channel, Blaugrana Planet. Big up to you, bro. Hopefully, because the next time I speak to you, there's no more updates now. When it happens and if it doesn't happen, that's when I'm going to call you. In between that, it's done. No more like small talk. I want to know it's done or not. But Alex, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
And Saeed, thank you so much for the invite again. Awesome to talk to you. Always love to join you, people. Of course, great community are going. Big ups, Man United. I hope that you guys get back where you deserve. As I said, the three biggest clubs in the world is Barcelona, Man United, and Manchester City. You can add, Real Madrid. They have fake Champions Leagues, fake cups, and they're somewhere lower. So Barca, Manchester United. But you guys are in crisis like we were a few months ago. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. It's coming for you guys. It's coming. I believe in Manchester United. Therefore, big ups, my people. Thank you, everyone, and all the best.
All the best. Alex, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good one, my people. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Big up to you, Alex, man. There you go, people. How do you feel, man? How do you feel? I'll be honest with you right now. I don't know what's going on. I thought I was like, you know what? Barcelona, they need to give him the money. But if I'm being honest with you, I actually don't know. I think part of me thinks that he does want to stay. Part of me thinks, you know what? Do we have to look elsewhere, man? I just want to know when this situation ends that Man United have always had a plan in place. That's what I want to know. Have Man United always had a plan in place? That's the key thing, because you don't want Ten Hag to be, working with McTominay and Fred. Honestly, because if we do, it's going to be the same old, man. You can't turn water into wine. I'm telling you, you can't. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You just can't, honestly. You just can't. What is your alternative to Young? I don't know, people. I actually don't know. Like, that's how crazy it is. I actually don't know what kind of other alternative to De Jong you're going to tell me, because every single one, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Be honest with you. You guys have 10 days. Well, 10 days, man. He said it, you know what I mean? By the first week of August. Right now, it's 20th of July. After this week, there's one more week of July left. So if things don't happen next week, and then you're going into the final week of the preseason. So in the next 2 weeks, it's bust. Big up to Zamiasi. He goes here. Do you see Piers Morgan trying to persuade Ronaldo to join Arsenal? Listen, Piers Morgan, Fulan. Listen, Ronaldo's never joining Arsenal. So Zamiasi, stop that nonsense. Guys, keep smashing the likes up in the video, man. Let us know when we hit 300 likes, man. Guys, let me know when we hit 300 likes, man. I don't know how many likes we're on now, but let us know when we hit 300 likes, man. Big up to Adiwale, Tielemans, but he's not good enough. Nah, I'm not sure about Tielemans, man. I'll be honest with you, man. I watched him at the United game, and I think it was he showed a bit of brilliances, yeah. But he was getting run around by McTominay and Fred, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The midfield was a bit bad. 167 likes. Come on, guys, man. Come on, people. That's shocking, man. Hit the like button, man. Let's try and get 300 likes. There's nearly 500 of us here. Hit the like button, people, man. It's not hard, man. Smash a like on the video. Man City 0 Champions League. By the way, did you see that Man City advert? Absolute embarrassing, mate. Embarrassing. You will need to activate 2 levers to reach 300 likes. Exactly, bro. What do you make of the Arsenal project? I think they're on fire. Listen, I think we'll find out, man. Arteta, listen, he's had his time, do his tick-a-tacker. He's got to deliver now. He needs to get that top 4. I'm sorry, I can't be hearing no project this season. No excuses for Arsenal, man. They're more advanced than we are. We've got a new manager now. They're more advanced. They've had Arteta for 3 years. If they don't get top 4 this season, Arteta, I think that's a failure. It really is, and he needs to be sacked. I'll be honest with you. It's the advert. It's on Man City. It's on Man City's Twitter. Give it 3 years. It's going to be Ten Hag versus Arteta. I'm telling you, it could be. You have short memory. Tielemans had an average season, and people are saying he's not good enough. You know what it is, yeah? It's all about what's the word I'm looking for? Preferences. My preference is not to sign Tielemans because I don't know if he could play that holding role on his own. He's more of an 8. De Jong is someone that can play in that holding role, that can play in that kind of deep lying playmaker. I don't think Tielemans is a playmaker. I don't think he is, man. In terms of deep lying playmaker, he can play. He can create. He can receive the ball from the defense. But in terms of his mobility and his durability and his overall fitness, I'm not sure. And you know what? Since indeed his injuries went down, I think he went down as well. So I don't know if he needs a kind of a person with him to kind of like cover the ground for him. I don't know. Make sure you keep liking the video, people. De Jong has too much quality. Exactly. De Jong is just too much quality. I can't. You know, this has to happen. Like, I'm being seriously. And if it doesn't happen, if we don't have a backup, mate, I'm sorry, man. It's going to be embarrassing, man. Facts. Make sure you get on Turkish neck about it. Yeah, man. He's not on today, though. We got Lee Gunner on today. Lee Gunner's on the Big 6, people. Oh, my God. It's going to be a madness. Saeed, do my United need a DM? Who else? You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I've cooled off the DM situation, you know, because Ten Hag, the way Ten Hag was talking about it in terms of that defensive midfielder role, in terms of what he was saying, that deep lying playmaker, because he's talked about it like that, I think I feel a bit more ease now. I just have to believe in what Ten Hag does. I can't, as a fan, just keep harping on about a DM if the manager's philosophy doesn't fit in with it. Like, you know what I mean? There's no point. So I rather just believe in what Ten Hag's doing and then go from there. You know what I mean? It's just more easier for me to kind of like, you know, deal with. Yeah, man. Yeah. Savage over Tielemans and Paqueta. Yeah. Paqueta plays more front. He can play in a false 9 in the 10 role. He's a cam, yeah. He's more forward, in it. He's not one that can hold the deep line play because he's a prop. That's what I'm saying to you. Yeah. That's exactly what I said. He can receive the ball from the defenders. He can, you know, do that role that De Jong does, but he needs someone next to him. I think De Jong more time can do on his own. You know what I mean? But then again, if you don't have people around you that are comfortable in terms of receiving the ball in tight areas when De Jong plays it, you're gonna be in trouble. So to get your football skill better, you need to come at least top 2 and 3. Find out, man. Find out. I think I got it in 3 today, didn't I? You know what it is, yeah? With this foot golf, yeah, anyone that's not played foot golf, yeah, you just end up just thinking about just taking like more power into it, man. I just need to just finesse it and just kind of like, you know, take my time with it, man. I just kept using too much power, man. But we're doing it again anyway, so bro, do you have more? Yeah, listen, Sly Carey. I don't know what you're drinking here, but you need to pass that around to people, man. You know what I'm saying? You got it in 4 side. Yeah, 4, that's it. We're taking your guy. Tielemans not good enough. You know what it is? I don't think he's not good enough, but he's just not what we need, innit? It's not what we need right now. I'll be honest with you. So if Atletico Madrid and Johnny Institute run it, use it to leverage Felix deal. Nah. He's untouchable. Unless you're coming with mega money for Joao Felix, he's untouchable, people. Yeah. Guys, how many likes we have? Have we reached 300 likes, people? Get the likes up to 300 before the stream wraps up in about 10 minutes. Make sure you hit the like button, people. But yeah, man, like I said, I'm confused, man. A lot of people, yeah, can say he's waiting for the money. Yeah, there we go, people. We need 90 more likes, people. 90 more likes before the stream ends. I just feel like for me, at first I was like, get his money, you know what I mean? It's all about the money. Barcelona needs to give him the money. But You know, would the player is the player staying professional about it? It does he need to kind of speak out now? Like, how long do you do? Is he just kind of waiting around to say, you know what? As long as I know that money is getting processed, and you know, as long as that's happening, I'm still around and I can still think about what I want to do. Like, there's a lot of situations that need to be spoken about, and ultimately, until we don't hear from Frankie De Jong in maybe an interview and again, or maybe his agent comes out, then we'll not know. Let's be honest. There's too much silence going on. There's too much silence going on. How long does United fan realize? My thing is, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not about I'm waiting CFC. A lot of people don't realize that, yeah. But I'm not. I'm not like it's not like a underlying frustration. It's just for me. It's the worrying feeling that if we don't have, or if Frankie De Jong doesn't come to the club, have we got a plan B? Have the club got a plan B? And if we don't, then we're in serious, serious trouble. Like serious trouble, man. So we have to have a plan B, man. Say, would you take Milinkovic Savage if you can't get De Jong? I think Milinkovic Savage is about 3-4 years too late, man. You know what I mean? If we go and get him, he's meant to be in his prime. If it's meant to be in his prime and it doesn't go along, you know what I mean? That's what's a situation where you had to hold on to a player that can't be producing. So I don't know, man. It's one of them. Is he? If it doesn't work, it'll be an expensive mistake. It'll be a very, very expensive mistake. I think Frankie De Jong will work under Ten Hag because he's played under him. It's an unknown risk. It's an unknown quantity in Milinkovic Savic. That's the only situation. Guys, keep liking the video. Keep liking the video, people, man. Hit them like button. Ten Hag is comfortable playing his youth. If Ghana, Savage, Iqbal, Majabri can play, they will get time to shine in the system. So if we don't fit Frankie on anyone, then Ten Hag is planned on the youth. I think he might be. But the problem is, man, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And I tell you what, mid-November, we're playing back-to-back games, and you're relying on Fred and McTominay. Boy, in big games when you play the likes of Rodri, Fabinho, and then you've got Fred and McTominay. I get the system is key. I get system is king. But boy, come on, man. You got to have tools. You got to have something in your disposal to kind of help you out. I'm sorry, man. You get me? You can't go into a battlefield with, a 9mm. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, you need a machine gun. You need big, big, big weapons, man. Big artillery. You can't be doing with the little 9mm. You need an AK, man. You need something that's gonna keep you going. That's gonna help you survive. So for us, it's about making sure we have the best possible tools available. If we can't do that, then I'm sorry, it's not looking good, bruv. Side, if Frankie De Jong doesn't go through, would you take Valverde or Camavinga as an alternative? In Madrid was hypothetical when sell him. Personally, I'm choosing Valverde. I'll probably choose Camavinga, I'll be honest with you. Because Valverde maybe doesn't offer you the creativity that Camavinga offers you. Yeah, I'm going to take Camavinga, but I think Valverde would be the signing after Camavinga. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah. Big up to everybody who's locked in, man. Chelsea said they will hide that De Jong deal if he wants to leave Barcelona. Are you worried? You know it is. I'm gone beyond worried, man. I just want to know what's the next plan. When situations just happened, yeah? Like, it's happened, innit? Like, it's happened. Like, what do we do now? You know the ones there? Like, it's happened, so what's the next step? That's where I am on. It's happened now, so what's the next step? You know what I mean? We've messed things up. You know what I mean? We've messed it up. So I'm not just going to keep banging on about the problem. Where's the solution? That's what I want to know. If there's no solution to the problem, please just don't tell me that, innit? Like, come on, man. Saeed sick of talking about Frankie de Jong. It's not even that, It's just that I want to know what the situation is like. What's going on, like, because Barcelona, Alex was there saying he's comfortable about the situation. He looks calm more than ever. Like, and he's like, you know what? It's just like, well, you've agreed a deal, but A, he wants to stay, and B, we'll sort the financial situation out. We will get around it. We will get around it, man. Frankie is right. Who in their right man would leave the biggest club? Yeah, this guy's bantering. But you know what, man? I just feel like ultimately there needs to be a right time and a place for everything. And Man United now have got 2 weeks left. I think 2 key weeks left because you've got next week and the week after. The season starts in approximately, let me just check now, people. So the season starts in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 days. 18 days, people. The season starts in 18 days. 18 days, man. Like, it's around the corner, man. It's around the corner. It's no joke now. I'm sorry, Said Kama is more creative than Valverde. I watch him every week. Valverde gets more GA and can play as a winger, unlike Camavinga. Yeah, it's about preference, isn't it? It's about preference, man. I think we should leave that alone now. You think so? Are you not panicking, saying I'm not gonna have? I'm not. Are you panicking, saying I'm not? We're going to have a better season than we have ballers playing again. You know what? I think to an extent that's the problem. To an extent, but when the going gets tough and shit gets messy, you need players that can rise up to the occasion. Can these players who have bad tendencies last season, you can forgive, but you can't forget. That's what they say, right? You can start fresh, but you can't forget the mess that they did last season. Yes, we've got a new manager. Yes, it's a new philosophy, but you also need players to go and play that role carefully. Go play that role efficiently. And it's, for me, the best of the best. You have to get you have to go and get the best of the best. I'm sorry, that's how it goes. Guys, are we on 300 likes yet, man? Are we on 300 likes, people? Let's get 300 likes, people, man. I'm going to wrap it up here, man. Big up to everybody who tuned in today. I'll be back tomorrow for the show with Musa and Ty, 5 o'clock, people. So same time tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Me, Musa, and Ty will be talking about it. Guys, come on, man. 236 likes. You, man, I don't know, man. You, man, just all you got to do is like the video, people. I don't ask for more, man. You get me? Helps with the algorithm, people. The more people like it, the more people it helps with the algorithm. So yeah, man. Listen, I'm gonna wrap it up here, people. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow evening, people. Love.